welcome in. I wanted to make a video today to explain to you the difference between the Granny Square card decks. I had been duped. So I had wanted this one. This one was the one that I wanted and the one that I thought that I ordered, but I accidentally ordered this one, which is the dupe. I had seen an ad and I thought, oh, I want those. And so I clicked on the ad and I purchased it. And I waited a long time to get it in. And when it came in, I was so excited to have it in. But when I opened the box, the booklet that came with it is so small. I could hardly read the directions with a magnifying glass. So I have been struggling to see the instructions to make the squares. And while I have been struggling to make these squares, one of my friends, Maria, who has a beautiful TikTok, she has been making these squares, and she was on my live with me, either my TikTok live or this YouTube live. And she was saying, I don't think you have the right deck, or the cards are different or something. And we were comparing the squares, and lo and behold, she did have a different deck. So I tried to then order the right deck. I ordered it 2 times. So the first time I ordered the right deck, I think, it still hasn't come in, and this has been months ago, and I still have never received that deck. I just got an email saying that it's coming from the UK and it's delayed. I don't know why it's coming from the UK, but anyway, I'm still waiting for that one. So I've ordered this 3 times. And then the one that I just got yesterday, which is why I'm making this video, because I have been waiting so long to get this in, and I actually thought I was going to get another dupe. I really did. I didn't think it was going to be the real thing, but as soon as I felt the box, I knew it was the real thing. So I am going to move my camera and show you the difference between these 2 card decks, because I want Claire Montgomerie to get all the credit for her original card deck. So I want everybody to know that you can order the correct one and which one to get, and not get duped like I did. So let's go over to my shipping station, and I will show you the differences between these card decks. Okay, so here is a side-by-side comparison of the card decks. So if you put them on top of one another, they're basically the same size as far as this way goes. They're about the same size dimension, but this real card deck is so much thicker than the dupe. So this is the dupe over here, and this is the real one here. All right, so that is a giveaway. So if you see these in person, look for a really thick box. And then the real giveaway is on the back. All right, this is the dupe. The dupe is completely blank. And this is the real thing, okay? So you're going to want to watch for this. And right here, there's a UK number there. So maybe my other real one is coming from the UK. I'm not sure. But the real one is printed by www.searchpress.com. So look for that. And then also look for this ISBN number. Make sure your card deck has this on the back, because this is the real one. All right, this is the original one, so don't be fooled like I was. And getting the dupe. So again, the dupe has nothing on the back. So that's a giveaway. And then look at the size difference between the 2 boxes. That is a giveaway also. So let's open the dupe up and see what the dupe has. So the dupe does have this little booklet, and it says Claire Montgomerie right here. So you think, okay, I did get the real thing. And this is quite a nice little booklet. The only problem with this booklet is that the words are so small. It's so hard to read the instructions. But there is 50 granny squares in here. they are not the granny squares that are on the box. That is another thing that I have noticed. So if we look at the granny squares, it is a deck of 50, so you do get 50, but these cards are very thin. And they do have some pretty designs. We've been looking through them on my lives. And this is a pretty good card deck. It does have 50 different granny squares that you can try. And it does have all the instructions on the back and in the booklet. And the booklet does have instructions on stitches and things like that in here. But again, it is so tiny. The print is so tiny that it is hard to read. So this is the dupe. All right, and let's take a look at the real box from Claire Montgomerie. So let's look inside. And it does have the instruction booklet. Now this book says user guide here. All right, and again, it has the ISBN number here, and it has the printing information here. And again, this has instructions and it has all the patterns in here. All right, I will say that this instruction book is smaller than the dupe. The dupe is quite larger, but the dupe is so hard to see even with a magnifying glass. I had such a hard time reading these instructions that I could barely read them with a magnifying glass. It was just so small. The instructions in this booklet are easy to read. The instructions are big enough to read. And you have everything in here that you would need to make these beautiful squares. So let's just take a look at these squares. Oh no. All right, don't do that. All right, so I'm gonna just stick these on the bottom. I'll have to reorder them. So I'm not gonna show you any of the instructions on how to make these beautiful granny squares, but I will just show you that they are quite thicker. This is a really thick, nice cardboard, all right, very substantial. And look at the size difference between these cards and the other cards. So these cards are so much thicker and sturdier than the granny squares. All right, so these cards are very substantial. So when you're looking at these cards, they're really nice and thick. And let's take a look at these cards again, the dupe over here. Again, I'm not going to show you any of the instructions, but just look at the difference between the cards, the size of the cards, the thickness of the cards. So these cards are very thin. All right, you can still make granny squares out of these, but they're very thin. And these are very thick. All right, so there's your difference right there. Again, between these two card decks. All right, so if you put everything back in here, and I will be making these, hopefully, if I have time to make these between my orders and everything else that I have to do, I really want to make these and show you all the granny squares that I have made with these. But again, this is the real deal right here. This is the one that you want. And this beautiful box, and again, this is from Claire Montgomerie, and I want her to get all of the credit for this. So make sure that you are getting the real thing. So look for searchpress.com and look for this IBS number here, because this is the real one that you want to be getting. And these granny squares are the ones that are in the booklet. And this one is the dupe. Again, you could still make these if you happen to have bought in the dupe. It's just not as well made as the real one. Again, it does have this booklet of instructions that are so tiny you can hardly read. And it is a copy. They're just copying Claire Montgomerie's work. So please make sure that you buy the real one and not this dupe. Like I did, I'm still waiting for another box to come in because I ordered 3 altogether. Because once I figured out that I had this dupe, I ordered another one and then it never came in. And so I reordered one and this one finally came in. It took a little over a month to come in, I think, but I'm really excited with it and I can't wait to be have the time to get into this and start making granny squares with this. So there is the difference, guys. So fake and real. So make sure you go out and buy the real thing if you're getting this, and let me know in the comments if you have been duped. Let me know if you have this granny square card deck in the comments, and if you got the real thing or if you got the dupe, and how do you like them? Have you tried them? Let me know which ones you've made. I hope to make a series of creating the granny squares. Maybe I'll make the granny squares from each deck and then compare them. That would be fun. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you have got the information that you need to buy this real one, because we want to support Claire Montgomerie and give her all the credit for this. So I hope you like this video, and stay tuned to see me making these granny squares. Okay, so I have blocked these and I have been making some of these granny squares. I haven't made all of them, but I have started some of them. And this is the real deal one. So I have blocked them on here. So I'm going to pull these off my blocking board. Okay, so I think they're backwards at this point. So this is this one. And let me see. I think this is this one. Gotta get these in order. I think that's that one. And let's see. Okay, so This square right here, I have to redo. It was this one. It came out a little too large. So I'm going to redo that one, but that is that one. Let's see, where is this one? Okay, this one is this one. Okay, this one is this one. Okay, this one is this one. And I have blocked these so they have stretched, but once I sew them together, they will look fine. Okay, this was the hardest one that I've had to do so far. This one I did not do perfectly, even though I tried probably 6 times, so I have to redo that one. That one was a hard one. This one is this one. This one came out just a little bit bigger also. This next one, let's see, is this one. All right, so front side is nicer. That is that one. Okay, so the next one is the diagonal one, which is that one. And the next one is that square, which is this one. The 2-colored granny square, which is this one. We got a solid one, which is this one. We have got the multicolored solid, which is that one. We've got this one, which is the single colored granny square, which is that one. And then we have got the basic. All right, so they are not perfect, but these are the ones that I have so far. So I've done about 16 of them. And this is them so far. Some of them I have to redo to make sure that I do them a little better so that they fit and are symmetrical and about the same size as the other ones. But I've been able to do about 16 of these. So excited to do more, but that is the update so far.